tell your experience about this journey?
I'm very happy that I could be part of 50 movies in my career. It includes the guest appearances I did, small roles with which I started my career, supporting roles, villain roles, comedian roles, and the lead roles I've done. 50 movies I've done, that doesn't mean that I've done 50 movies as a lead actor. And it was my dream to become an actor. When I completed my first movie itself, I have achieved that. That's how I think of it. And whatever I've achieved after that, I consider it as bonus. And Ajayante Randam Moshanam, 𝐂𝐼𝐼𝐸, it's already a special movie for me. It becomes even more special when it's my 50th movie. It's a rounded figure, like half century. I think this is the right movie for me as a 50th movie.
So, your 50th movie is your biggest movie till now, I guess. So,
no, I've been part of Lucifer and all. Which are much bigger. Lucifer and other movies also I've done. I'm working in Empur, and those are the actual big movies. This movie must be having 1/4 of the biggest movie's budget. So in my career, I think this is one of the biggest as a lead actor.
So this is your first movie in Malayalam. How was your experience?
Like I said, I always wanted to do at least one Malayalam film in my career. I think usually when you do other languages or when you do a Malayalam film coming from other languages also, the expectations are very different from you. But then this, I think, is a very traditional or a very deep-rooted kind of role also. So I'm very, very happy that I got to play something like this in my first film. And I hope I get to do many more roles after this. But as for performance, from what I've seen in Malayalam cinema, it's always, the performances are very raw, very minute, very authentic, which was very, very interesting for me to play. And in terms of the crew also, the kind of hard work that I saw from the technicians, the whole crew, it was very, very inspiring and heartwarming. And it was, I couldn't have asked for anything more. It was the best experience, and I really hope I get to do many, many more.
And how's been your journey in the industry so far, comparing each language industries?
So you have worked in Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada and Telugu?
Kannada I haven't worked,
Kannada
but Tamil and Telugu I have. Why?
I was just asking.
Oh, so this year actually I did all 3 films. I think when I was doing ARM, I was doing a Tamil film and a Telugu film, and I think everybody really, really works hard. But I think in terms of the timings, I was very, very surprised to see that people work for such long hours, and it took me a long time to get used to it. And I've done this thing where I've done one shift in the morning and one shift in the evening for 2 different films. But and after a few days, I couldn't continue. Like after 6 days, you get absolutely tired, and I thought it wasn't humanly possible for someone to do it. And me, I feel like I'm very privileged. I'm an actor. I have a place to rest. I have the luxuries of having. It's very, in that way. I feel like I'm very privileged. But in terms of the crew, the technicians, it's different because they come much earlier than me. They come 2, 3, 4 hours earlier to set up the art department, the light officers, and they go after I do. I was just thinking how it's possible for them to, when they go back and sleep, when, they have time to talk to their family and all those things. It was very, very inspiring, and my heart goes out to everyone.
So, you are portraying 3 roles in this movie. So, how challenging was it to showcase different shapes of characters?
It was definitely very challenging because it's the first time I'm playing 3 characters in a single movie, and I I was very nervous. I was worried that if I'll be able to pull this off. So I told my director and writer, why don't we go for 3 different actors? One I'll play, other 2 characters, let's find someone good to play those characters. But they explained it to me and convinced me that the reason why I am playing 3 different characters in this movie. And I was convinced, and then I requested them, okay, then let's treat each segment as a different movie, and so that I can approach it as 3 different movies and prepare for 3 different movies. And they agreed to it, and it was a great help from their side that they shot one character first. We finished it completely, and then we shifted to the second one, and then to the third one. Also, before the shoot, I requested them. I also want to consult with an acting trainer to understand these characters better, to design these characters better, and someone to discuss with someone who knows the theory of acting. Maybe getting my grammar right in acting. I'm not talking about the language. My acting grammar right. And we discussed for 5 days, 6 days. We read the script again and again, and we note down whatever points we thought is interesting. And my script copy looks like uh, a notebook from a school kid. Like every line, I have some points to add to it, because I wanted this to come out well. I was not very confident before we did that training, but after training, I knew what I'm going to do. I still don't think I've done it to perfection or anything, but I've tried my best. That I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that I'm trying my best.
So for this film, you have learned Kalaripayat, horse riding. So how was that experience, and what is the change that you felt after learning Kalaripayat also?
Kalaripayat, see, for few movies I've learned something new, but I was not very open to it. I was not very enthusiastic about learning new things every day. But while I was doing Minnal Murali, Basil wanted me to learn few tricks so that we can use practical effects rather than visual effects or computer graphics. So, and when I did Tallumala, I'm someone who never dances. And in Tallumala, I had to dance. My director and writer wanted me to dance, and they convinced me to dance, and I trained and I danced. And all these things made me think that for me to continue as an actor, I need to have more numbers with me. No, more numbers as in more tricks or more things which only I am able to do. So I started learning something new every day. Every single day I'll be learning something with a beady or a coin or whatever I have access to. I started learning small such things, which I think improved my ability to learn also.
Okay, and on the note, they are asking if there is any update on Minnal Murali 2 also.
Minnal Murali 2, it has to happen. I don't know when. Basil Joseph, the director, who is also a very busy actor in Kerala, in Malayalam industry. He is doing back-to-back movies. And right now I'm producing a movie with him acting in it. And soon after that, he'll be directing a different movie, which is not Minnal Murali 2. So it's a time-taking process, and we don't want to force it also. If Minnal Murali 2 is happening, it has to happen.
And for you, is it challenging to survive in this competitive industry?
I think that way every industry has competition, but if you are fortunate, you will get beautiful roles which people will remember you by, and then you can make your own space in the industry, which I hope to do. So just praying that I get those roles and I'm able to prove myself worthy of the love that the audience gives me.
And tell something about your character in ARM and what attracted you to say yes to this character.
I think even though I realized the screen time would be very less compared to all the other films that I've done in other languages also, but I think the character had some charm that made me fall in love with the character and with the chemistry of Ajayan and Lakshmi, and which I think was timeless, which will work no matter when you watch it. And that way it was very relatable, and I hope people really relate. Like all age groups can actually relate to their story, which is what I felt when I heard it, even though it was a very different perspective. But that's what I felt, and that's how I still feel, even after I think 1.5 years of shooting the film. So, which is what I'm hoping that people will relate to.
So the movie is getting released on September 12th. What do you have to tell the audience?
So ARM is releasing in theaters near you on September 12th. As an actor, only request from my part is try and watch this in 3D. It will be a very different experience from all the movies you are watching in 2D. The script, the performances, the shots, everything is the same, but I think it will give you a 10 times better experience when you watch ARM in 3D. So try and make sure that you are watching it in 3D. And if at all you like this movie, please spread the word. It will be a great help for us.